Well, welcome to the Complete Nonsense Podcast. I want to pre-apologize for anything that we may say that may piss you off or offend you. If it does, please call your friends, tell them to get on, and listen to what these fucking idiots are saying. Comment, hit that subscribe. We want to hear your opinion, but not really. We need the money. Let's begin. Let's do it. There you go.
We're back with another episode of Complete Nonsense. Fuck you.
You know, it was real nice.
Oh, yeah.
It was real nice that we had a week off. How fun was that?
Did we?
Yeah, we took last week off.
I kept showing up. Nobody was here.
We didn't. we didn't publish an episode. You
Yeah,
know?
I saw that.
We because it's summer. We got a lot going on. We have things that we all have to do, and we just couldn't get to work because I was in the process of doing Bam's room.
Yep.
You were helping a gender reveal party for a weekend.
Yep.
He's gay.
He is gay.
They came out purple. The cloud of smoke came out purple.
That was funny.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
So, and who knows what this fucking mood swinger was doing? There's always
Shitting in the ocean somewhere. I suppose.
Right. There's always the Sherpa moment,
Yeah.
right? What moment do we have with Sherpa this week? And that's a big people really enjoy that Sherpa moment.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys. I'm sure you heard some. Nobody knows him, so they were talking to me. I literally had 10, count them, 10 texts
10.
that we did not post last week.
10
and I said, we're on
texts.
vacation. Yeah. We didn't post an episode.
Yeah.
But what I kept doing was the reels.
Yeah,
And the reels are they're just crushing it. They're getting, they started low, and even though I'm not crazy about how they all look in terms of what we do, so I'm gonna try and learn it. They keep going up. I mean,
Podcast land, keep coming, baby.
and thank you. Hey, I'm gonna speak directly to one of top fan, Jackie, right? We all know
Top
Jackie.
fan.
Did you see that? Remember, I was telling you, and you heard it, that she went to the Gilgo Beach murder house. Remember?
No, I did not hear that.
The serial killer in New York, right?
How was that?
Was she lived around the corner? Remember we had that conversation?
Yeah, she lived in the same. I didn't know she went there.
Yeah, she lives around the corner from
Just took
me.
a vacation.
Right? So listen, so my niece went to the house, right?
Right.
Like went by this is a serial killer. Killed 7 women, right? Like there's no debating this guy killed 7 women, right? They go as it's a tourist attraction now. It's a fucking
Over here, we had the slain woman against the wall. You notice the blood in the bullet holes.
The guy's house. It's the guy who killed them. His house.
Jeez Louise.
So I'm gonna call out Jackie. Say, Jackie, I hope you're gonna get on that Peacock, the Gilgo Beach murder house, because it's a whole documentary.
On the documentary, yeah.
Yeah, there's a whole documentary about it. Speaking of documentaries, we were talking about the last one that I was watching. You and I talked about was the Tylenol one,
Yeah.
right? That got through that. Now, did you see that there's, and you lived in Vegas. To anybody in podcast land don't know, Dees was a Vegas resident for a while.
For a little bit of time.
Did you see that there's a whole documentary on the Bunny Ranch out there?
I did not see that, but I was too busy getting robbed when I was there, so I had to leave.
What do you mean you getting robbed?
I literally got robbed. I literally got robbed.
Who robbed you?
A guy. I don't know.
What do you mean? Like pulled a gun on you?
Yeah. Not like I was there,
Yeah.
but they were down there robbing my car because everything was in my car.
Yeah.
And I was still trying to get established.
Yeah.
I was there for a week.
All right.
That's a vacation. That's
Yeah.
not living there.
I had a job.
You had a job?
Yeah, I was one of those casino dudes
Yeah.
we in there busting the tables and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
like
you
that.
must have been young then.
Yeah.
How old were you?
I don't remember. It's probably
Like 20?
it was in my
19? Nah, you had to be younger than
it was
that. If
in
you were a
my
busser.
20s. Yeah, it was in my 20s.
20s?
It was in my 20s.
And then
it was a long time ago.
Yeah, so you had a job.
No, it was in my 30s actually because I had
30s?
just gotten married.
You're not even fucking 50. Bro.
Yeah, I'm just
Sounds
saying.
like an hour ago.
Yeah.
So wait, you were working at a restaurant, and why you?
No, I was working in a casino.
Oh,
as
in
a
the
clean
casino.
guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So then you were trying to get an apartment?
No,
Were you
I
living out
got
of
an
a car?
apartment. So we went down there with a friend, and we were going to get it set up. He had a relative, his grandmother, that lived in Vegas. And we were there for a week, and I was like ready to blow my brains out. So I was like, it's time to go get an apartment.
Yeah.
And I had just recently got married. So I was going to go up there and get established first, and then she was going to fly up.
Okay.
So as I got established,
You had no kids at this point. Oh, you just got married.
No,
right,
we
right,
had
gotcha.
we had no kids at this point. But
This is your first one. You were only married once, right?
Yeah,
Twice. This is your second.
my second one.
Yeah.
But as things happened, she got there, and within that week when she got there,
Yeah.
we came down because a lot of our stuff was still in the car.
Yeah.
My car was broken into. No money.
They took all your
They
shit?
took all my shit. We left that day.
Oh,
we
you did?
left that day
To come back here.
We drove straight through.
Yeah, I would.
Straight through. We had.
With nothing.
Yeah, you got to realize that
Did they
city.
take your clothes?
Yeah, all my shit was in there.
Everything.
Because I had just gotten that apartment.
Yeah.
Just
Did you
got
have did you have a U-Haul with furniture?
No, I had a car. Everything
Just
was in
a
my
car.
cars. Everything was in my car.
So you had no
And
furniture.
she brought up her stuff, of course, her clothes and stuff. Because we were starting new.
Yeah.
But
So you both had a car.
Yeah. And you know what the funniest part about it is? When I got
sucks.
down there was so much shit going on, and there was a guy out there, and I could have swore he had my jacket on. And he was talking to me, and I kept looking at him like, is that my jacket? That's a cool jacket, bro.
Funny shit. I mean, it's sad.
I'm 100% he had my jacket on.
And you didn't ask him?
No, because I was looking at it, but then as I'm driving back, I'm like, that motherfucker's the guy who probably stole my shit.
Were you wait?
It's a warm jacket.
When you got your shit stolen,
Yeah.
were you were you were you at work?
No, I was up in my apartment at the time. We came down. And I noticed there was my
so you
my
didn't
car
bring your
went.
shit in your apartment?
No, because we had just gotten set, and then we were going to move.
Yeah.
Because we just got there. We're looking at different locations because
Yeah.
we were in kind of a rough part of town.
Were you?
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
but I don't understand. You had the apartment. Why'd you leave your shit in your car?
Because I was still getting in there. Like I got it like 2 days before she got there.
Oh,
she got
okay.
there,
So
and then
you just hadn't unpacked yet.
Right, we hadn't packed yet. So
they eyeballed
But I was
you.
staying with his grandmother at the time, and
Your buddies.
Yeah. So by the time she was flying up, because I had a week to do this in.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Did they rob the shit out of the grandma's driveway, or you're at
No.
apartment
I
complex?
was in the apartment complex when that happened.
Wow.
I looked down. I'm like, oh, my window's busted. And then I went down a little closer. I was like, oh, my shit is stolen.
Like what are we
Oh,
talking?
nice jacket.
When you're when you're saying your shit's stolen, are you talking like all your? Would they take all your clothes?
They took all my clothes.
They
Yeah.
why would
Yeah,
they
I
take
took a lot
your
of clothes. I don't
clothes?
know.
I can understand your shit.
And I had in my stupid ass, I had some money in my suitcase because I had nowhere to put
Who
it.
doesn't put the
That's
money?
your butthole if anybody doesn't know out there in podcast.
Yeah, 100%.
That
bro.
sucks. So
I was very young, very naive, very.
You're
you know,
30.
Yeah.
Tell you were not that
I
young.
was still learning. Still learning.
I'm sorry, I love you.
Still
You're not
learning.
that young.
Still
I mean,
learning.
at 17, yes. At 30, you
Yeah,
should
yeah.
not have your shit wrapped
Yeah,
in
yeah,
it,
I-
especially money in your pants
Yeah,
pocket
people who know me
when you're
know.
in your apartment.
People that know me would go like, "Oh, that's Dees."
Yeah, that's Dees. For
Dees,
sure, that's Dees.
me.
Yeah, that's Dees.
Yeah.
What Dees was, he was tired after work one
Yeah,
day.
yep,
He didn't want to
100%.
get his shit. His wife was probably like, when are we bringing this shit up? And he's like, I'll get it tomorrow.
Yeah. And then I said, "Hey, the movers must have moved it."
There's no doubt in my mind. So the Bunny Ranch out there.
Yeah.
There's a whole A&E episode. They're doing a whole series on it. Like, it just amazes me how we find out years later, that these guys are creepy motherfuckers. They have to be creepy motherfuckers.
Who?
right?
Like the people who own it?
No. Like Dennis Hoff, the owner of the Bunny Ranch.
Right.
Hugh Hefner.
I used to watch all that shit.
Yeah. Oh, did yeah. Cat House.
I used to watch.
Cat House.
Oh yeah.
We all know that there's no doubt that Hugh Hefner was a piece of shit. Sorry,
Yeah.
right? Then you watch they're doing the series on the Bunny Ranch, and they're talking about how abusive Dennis Hoff was. The only downside for me with that is, hey, I believe you're a pimp. You're gonna
That's pretty
be
much-
kind of a piece of shit,
Well, I
right?
mean,
Don't.
But now he's dead, so now they're
They
trashing him,
stayed.
and he's
They
dead.
stay. All the girls stay. A lot of them stay.
No. Well, what he did was, you got to watch. You need to watch.
I watched.
Shit.
I watched the.
I
got to
start sending you the
I was
things.
looking for a booby or a tit or something.
Yeah, no, me too. Yeah, Cat House. It was only.
100%.
Yeah, funny enough, you think it was like years of it, dude. It was only 10 episodes.
Yeah.
They only shot 10 episodes of it.
It was always the same girls.
It was because it was 10 episodes.
2005 to 2007.
Yeah, two seasons, 10 episodes.
2005. How old was I? I would have been in high school. Yeah, because I was definitely watching it and going and rubbing one off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. You had to wait for the introduction to go through. and-
First of all, you guys got to go back and look. Okay, they were not good-looking women.
I didn't know nothing better. I was.
No, there was a couple.
No way.
There was a couple. There was one that she was blonde. She was like
They were all blonde, bro.
Well, no, she was blonde and she was like this
Air
girl.
Force Amy. She was gross.
No,
They're still in T's
Sunset
bank.
or something. I think it was, yeah.
He had it on video, but the guy stole it.
Hey, we had some intimate moments. You know what I'm saying?
They took his VHS tapes.
And I didn't have to pay.
T comes out. He's like, oh fuck my jacket. My VHS is gone. Right? You had a DVD.
100%.
You know.
100%.
Funny enough, I was doing Bam's room this last week, and the girl, and I think it was you. Oh no, I keep wondering who was looking for a cleaning company. So anyway, I have this girl that does the cleaning. So her boyfriend's a plumber, right? And we've been putting on the shower, and it's been hammering. Hammering's like there's air rushing through, so it's and I'm like, whoa, it'll leave, but it'll go. So I have him come in, right? And we're talking to him about it. And I'm like, hey, bud, you got to see my DVD collection. He's like, DVD? Like, he looked at me like he didn't know what the fuck I was talking about.
I still have them.
Like, so do I, dude.
Yeah,
DVD,
yeah.
like, you see how many thousands I have. Like, but nobody, we are dinosaurs, bro. I don't even think there's a DVD player in this house, to be quite honest. So even if I wanted to go watch them, I don't know that I could.
I remember my first time getting a DVD player. I was at a party in Orlando, and they were watching American Pie on it, and I had to leave. So I got home and went and bought a DVD player just so I could finish it. I wanted to finish American Pie. That was the greatest movie alive.
But I always think you're not that much younger. You're turning 50 this year.
Next year.
Okay,
Yeah.
You're 49 now.
49.
You turned 49. I know your birthday is in the beginning of the year. You're January, right? Aren't you January?
I think so.
January.
I kind of.
Yeah, January 11th. What are you?
No, I'm okay.
12th?
I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. So, and I always
31st.
celebrate your birthday, right?
Yeah.
I celebrate your birthday. But this guy looked.
Thank you for remembering.
Dude, I can't remember Cece's, bro. You know that.
Yeah.
You know that. I mean, and the worst part about it is I can't remember my wife's birthday, and it's the code to our door. How sad is that? It's fucking sad, right? So yeah, he was looking at it and he says, DVDs, my God. So knowing that these guys were pieces of shit, this guy Hoff, they're portraying him as like brutal, bro. Brutal. And I got to tell you,
I'm sure he was. I mean, who knows?
When I was, because I went to Vegas twice a year for the last fucking 15 years.
Yeah.
Every time I was out in Vegas, I thought or said to Zeke Zeus or whoever I was with, right? Jim, who recently passed, or any of them, I would always say, I think we should go there one day.
Yeah.
But then I remember, now you know how shallow I am.
Yeah.
I would remember.
I have a wife and kid at home.
No, no, I didn't. My first wife,
7 or 11, baby.
my first wife, we separated. We were doing different things. But no, I would think they weren't that good looking. I'm sorry.
There's
you
a
look
couple.
They weren't.
For my age at 30, I was.
Yeah. And
30.
and in the same T-shirt.
And I was like 12.
You were 12.
I don't know, bro.
How? What are you?
I'm 13 years younger than you, so I would have been 16, 17. Yeah.
I'm terrible at math.
So you're. What are you? 37?
Yeah.
Are you 37?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're 16 years younger than I am.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not that far off.
Yeah.
I had done a rehab when he was born. No, that's a lie. I was just about to do rehab when he was born. I did my first rehab at 17. Cece and I joke, when she was learning to walk, I had done a rehab.
Jeez.
I had done, right? I mean, I had done a rehab. That's fucking weird,
That's
right?
weird.
That's fucking weird. I mean, weird just because how, I shouldn't even say weird. Weird's such a wrong word. Unique. There you go. People are asking, why doesn't he play the fucking sound?
I hate it.
One day we're gonna work these buttons. We need it where it extends out. And like there are a couple times I need the devil voice. We didn't get it.
Nah.
But I can't give him hand signals. I guess I could text him.
The devil voice is tricky.
Why is
bro.
it tricky?
I don't know. It's kind of hard.
Yeah, because he has to know our
you
conversation.
Yeah, because he's doing all that, but that's what he does. I mean, he like the moving of our pieces around back and forth. That's what he does.
Yeah.
So he's trying to move the people where you and I are being seen, and then we're doing then he's got to do some buttons. So you got to watch that. It's called Secrets of the Bunny Ranch. You need to watch it.
What was it about? It was just about him being a douchebag.
Douchebag.
And, how they suffered through the whole time of them getting.
There was one that was really
the whole time of them getting pounded out. They suffered the whole time.
Yeah. You know what? Not to cut you off. You know what I watched just recently on documentaries was the Brett Favre.
So did I.
Wow.
What a piece of shit he was.
Wow.
Rob.
Come on.
I don't
Dude,
know,
he
bro.
robbed. $10 million
Yeah.
from the fucking welfare system.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Dude, he was
Allegedly.
he was texting the guy.
There's a dick pic with his
Yeah, that was to Jen Sturger. Sturger?
She deserved it.
I mean,
Oh man!
listen,
Podcast
Brett
land.
Favre is
That was
She
not.
asked for it.
That was not sanctioned by us.
he's a phenomenal football player, but yeah, that's a little shady.
He's a piece of shit, dude. He's
Yeah.
another piece of shit. They found him, and that was called Rich and Shameless.
Wow.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Rich and Shameless. Yeah. And funny enough, I just watched that the other day.
Yeah.
I literally.
Very short documentary.
It was an hour.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all.
Yeah.
I mean, to rob the welfare system of your home state, bro.
for personal gain.
No, for a volleyball court for his daughter
but-
at LSU or wherever the fuck college
But
she
he
went
also
to.
got paid, right?
What do you mean?
He
paid?
also took some money. From
No. He was just taking the money and sending it to other places.
right.
So
Okay.
he did. Yes, you're correct.
Right.
There was something about a speaking engagement.
It was in the mills.
That yeah. That it was shady what he
Shady,
did, but
yeah.
he was stealing the money to build a volleyball court. For
like-
speaking of it,
No.
by the way, nice to have you back, Coach.
Yeah, thank you.
Get nice. He wasn't gonna, dude. There was so much baby drama on our first volleyball season. T was gonna quit, and I said, T, you can't fucking quit, guy. You can't quit on these kids. He's like, I don't want to deal with it, and he has a right because it's bullshit. But you and I both know, going through the years of this, because you didn't like coach baseball and all that. It gets worse.
Yeah.
But you can't quit on the girls, bro. They need you, bud. They need you.
Yeah, it was good practice. Good.
Yeah,
Good thing.
so he's back. We got him back, bro. We got him back. Finally, the guy came back. So I want you to watch this Bunny Ranch one, right? It was one girl was so sad. It was so sad to listen to her. She had her pimp, which was Dennis Hoff, and she had an outside pimp. So she was making 50% of everything that she made in there. But the 50% that she makes in there, they take right away, right? So let's say you do $1,000. So you got to get 500 away right away, right? Then they charge them room and board. They charge them for the condoms. They charge them for the lube. They charge them for the food that they eat. By the time they're done, they get she said about 30% of what they did. So she had a pimp that was outside, so he was taking the 30%. So she was there for 4 years, and she could never leave because she had no money.
Yeah, maybe $5.
That's fucked up, dude.
Just like a tip.
I mean, I always wonder, the trafficking, right? I always wonder, how, and again, I'm naive to it, right? How does somebody really, are they coming up, throwing you in a van? And is it like taken? But it's not really like taken. That's trafficking. You're taking somebody,
Yeah.
making them work for you,
So-
and not
That
paying
is a
them.
serious problem these days.
Yeah.
Well, so OnlyFans saved a lot of lives, is what I'm trying to say, right?
Saved
Straight
mine when I
up,
was 30.
right? She wouldn't have been
We're
in
gonna
that
ask
situation,
you,
right?
speaking of, right? I get, and
Straight
you're 100% right.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, CC comes up to me yesterday, and I said, "Do you have an OnlyFans account?"
No.
I said, "I wish
If you had one,
if I had one." She's
I
like,
wouldn't put it past you.
"Yeah, I would."
I know, 100%.
Look at my eyes.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Let me
would.
tell you, I have a text from TikTok,
Yeah.
and I didn't bring this up, but you have to read it.
Yeah.
It's just
Read it.
I don't have my phone, but
Oh,
it's
come on.
it's literally it describes we just want to fuck.
Who?
The whole message.
Oh,
and
to you?
that's usually what happens, right?
Yeah.
You get on TikTok and everyone wants to be your friends. They're
Yeah.
all hookers. They're
Oh
all-
yeah. Oh, you mean you got a
Yeah,
message
yeah.
on TikTok?
But one lady went a little. She really wants to.
Did your wife see it?
No, I didn't.
Oh, that's good. Maybe she won't listen.
Don't
to this.
tell her.
Yeah. Let's not
Don't
tell
tell her.
Yeah, I get those all the time.
Wow.
I see them. I get the ones. I got a call one day, right? And it was one of those scam calls. And the guy answered. I answered the phone, and he says, "Yo, you owe us $3,000 for the prostitute you never took last night."
I'm like, I ain't got $3.
I said, bring her. Bring her over. I said, and it was a dude. It was a legitimate guy. You know,
Yeah.
somebody called me, and they were calling the 708 number for the business. I'm like, you're a fucking moron, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, good luck. I was like, good luck.
They almost got me the other day with what they're doing now is the e-pass.
They almost got you.
Yeah.
How would you think you?
Only
never
because
go on
we go on
E-Pass?
trips together,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
sometimes we go through them.
Yeah.
But
You
then I
gonna
was
pay
like-
him?
But then I was
That's
like,
funny.
I wasn't driving, and then I was like, I hadn't been through e-pass in a month.
Yeah,
What the
they're
fuck?
good. They're good at.
They're
this
good
shit,
at it. Yeah, they're good. At it.
But I knew right away.
Your
That's been
license
around
gonna
for a
get
while.
suspended, and
Yeah. And you were like, yeah. Could you imagine? Dees comes
I
on there. He's like,
I gotta call this number.
he's like, oh guys, I paid.
Lost it all.
I lost $5,000 to fucking e-pass. That'd be fucking horrendous.
Sign up for e-pass.
So she comes to me and she says, "Do you have an OnlyFans?" And I said, why the fuck would I have an OnlyFans? So I keep, all my passwords somewhere, right? Like you keep them on the computer, and I crypt it and all that shit, right? Yeah. But mom comes in and she's like, I can't get in my email. I'm like, don't worry, I got your password, right? So I'm like, hey, Cece, go find the password for me, right? And she scrolls in, and one of the models, remember I worked with the models to Van Enterprises? So the model had an OnlyFans, and I was managing that for her, in terms of like collecting the money, then giving her, taking my money out and giving her money. I wasn't a pimp. I was just managing the
Sounds like a pimp. Sounds like a pimp.
It almost could.
Almost
could, right? So she's like, why do you have that OnlyFans? I'm like, oh, that's so old. She doesn't even do it anymore.
What was your nickname? Gator?
And you want to know the worst part of my OnlyFans when I was working with this girl?
Pimping ain't easy, brother.
Dude, it was the request that they were getting was out of control. Like, hey, can you shove a gerbil up your ass? Shit like that. Like,
that's definitely pimping.
I mean, seriously. Yeah, but
he's over there. You do it.
Dude, look at me.
How much they offer? I know you were saying do it.
Are you kidding?
100%.
I was like, how much does he want to pay?
Where'd you get I got rats instead of gerbils.
Those production meetings must have been a little wild.
Oh man,
it was unfortunate because I like you look. I mean, I don't know how to.
He sourced the gerbil.
I don't know how to say
it. Upcharge.
I'll give it to my snake afterwards.
I just don't know. I don't know how to say it without sounding terrible, but yeah. Look, if we're in the world, this is the world, right? Yeah. So as a guy, if you're willing to say yes to try the account, right? We're gonna have limits now.
Yeah. Listen, I'm your business manager. You need to put the gerbil up your ass.
Yeah.
First of all, no. See, the conversation didn't go like that, Sherpa. The conversation went, "Why are we discussing this?
Yeah.
You should be on your way."
The gerbil should be in your butt right now.
And that's the guy. That's the God's honest truth, bro.
So
it's a God's honest truth. But because again, I'm looking at it as it's just what you're doing. If you're in the world, there are women that will literally make $10 million a year doing that stuff.
Oh, I'm sure.
If I was a woman, I swear.
They won't have a rectal column anymore.
Yes.
Their colonoscopies will look a little funny. We found gerbil turds on the walls.
That's one of the reasons why we didn't do a show last week is because I was, I got annihilated by, and I don't remember the first one doing it to me, but the second one put me out for the day. Like, put me out for the day. I don't know if you got put out for the day, but I was out for the day. Like, the
colonoscopy? Colonoscopy?
Yeah. With it, I was all off. Because I was coming home to paint the room.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to finish the room. And when I got home, I was like, all right, let me sit down for a minute. I fell asleep because I did it. They bring it. You ain't there yet.
No, I'm not there.
I don't know. Oh, you're there because you were hypochondriac. But they put me out for 15 minutes. They do the colonoscopy, 3 polyps, nothing. Everything's the same. Thank God, right? So they turn around and when I get home, I'm like, all right, I'm going to paint the room. Let me sit down for a minute. I fell asleep from 11 because you do it 9 in the morning. From 11 to like 9 at night, dude.
Really?
I was out, and I'm never out
beautiful.
like that.
Yeah,
excellent.
It's crazy.
Good stuff.
So,
that phone call. Did they call you afterwards and let you know your
3 times
calls were canceled?
No, he does it right there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when you wake up, the doctor's sitting there.
Mine said he'd call me, and they called me, and I'm like sitting there, and everything just tightens up. I'm like, just give me the news.
Yeah, but you were thinking you were out. You
I
were
thought
on
I
your
was
way
toast,
out anyway.
bro. I thought this was it.
And we kept telling
this is my living record right here, the fucking Complete Nonsense podcast.
Right. One day you're gonna be on there. So I went to see. Hey, by the way, right? I got a new shirt I'm gonna wear next week, guys, because you guys are douchebags. So and still I wear the same 6. This is one of the 6. So anyway, I got a Jelly Roll shirt. I went to see Jelly Roll this week.
Yeah,
did
you
know
did.
That?
How was that? I mean,
was great,
you were in the monsoon, right?
Yeah.
Did that ruin the experience?
No, it didn't. You know me. No, it didn't. I was drinking. We were 6 Modelo's in.
How far back were you?
No, I was in the. We were in 130. We were in section 130. We were in DD. So there's the downside. We were in the 100s, but you know how it divides by stairs. Mm-hmm. So we were at which I tried to be because I wanted to be on the top of the stairs,
right?
Because you can see down on it. We were right there, and your family came. Right, we went with them. She looked pregnant and ready to go. Because it was what happened was we got there at 6:00. We were going to do dinner. We leave. We get there at 6. We're like, Cece and I, we find out that Jelly Roll is going on at 7:30. That was weird. Right?
He wasn't the headliner. I guess Post Malone was.
Post Malone's, he's way bigger than Post Malone's way bigger than Jelly.
Yeah.
So, but there was an opening act, right? So the opening act is going to 6:30. They're open doors. It's at Camping World in Orlando, which I was very happy about. We weren't driving to Tampa, right?
Yeah,
because we usually go to Tampa. So anyway, so we go to this Camping World. It's only an hour away, right? And we're talking to the family, our family. And we're like, hey, we're gonna want to go eat, and then we find out that Jelly's on at 7:30, and I'm like, that is such an odd thing. First of all, the concert we thought was starting at 8. So normal concerts start at 8 o'clock. Though I mean, opening bands will go on at 6. But who's going to watch the first act?
Who's the opening band?
Jelly Roll. Oh, we don't even know. So this is what happened. So we get there and it starts monsooning at 6:30.
It came down on you for sure.
We never saw the opening act. Like there were 3 acts, right? The first act never showed up.
Wasn't there a delay though?
Yeah.
That?
Oh, delayed.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden we're sitting around this thing and we're just drinking. Cece and I are drinking, right? And then all of a sudden, this is what they do: get to your seats. Get to your seats. We're like, what the fuck? Well, I thought a bomb went off, right? We're like, whoa, wait a minute. Jelly Roll comes out at 9 o'clock. 9, bro.
Ooh,
in
that's
the
a
pouring
long
rain.
concert.
6:30 it started. We were there at 6. We were there at 6. We were in the building by 6:30.
His set probably lasted
an hour.
I was gonna say maybe 2.
No, just Jelly Roll's an hour
Wow.
because the opening.
Right.
So he went an hour, maybe an hour and 10.
Yeah.
Post Malone came on, so he went in. He went on at 8:30. He played till 9:30, almost quarter to 10. Malone came on at 10. Didn't end till almost 12:30, bro.
Ooh.
Yeah, I get tired, bro. I get tired.
Yeah.
That's
Do
a
you?
lot. Yeah.
I love it. I mean, I do love it. Then Cece and I are arguing about a poncho. We have one poncho. Okay. And I was fine with giving her the poncho.
Yeah.
She's in the hot outfit. She's got the purse. She's got all of our shit in her purse, right?
Yeah.
Leather. I'm trying to help her out with it, right? So this is where we fall apart. So we were about to stop again.
About just fell apart.
So we get there. I'm starting to walk in with my shoes, okay? And as I probably have told you before, Dees, all of a sudden, every fucking pair of shoes here, the sole comes off. The sole comes off because I'm in this heat and humidity. That shit didn't happen in Chicago.
You got heels on?
No, I had Adidas on.
Oh, really?
Brand new ones, bro.
Wow.
That I haven't worn in a while. So all of a sudden I hear this. And I'm like, this sole can't come on.
That's because the water, right? You're stepping
No,
in the
because
water.
the heat, the humidity, and I never wear them all the time. So all of a sudden I'm like, don't let this, because this happened twice to me before. Once when I was at a suit and my fucking sole came off, and the whole day I had to walk around with no sole on my shoes.
sole.
Oh, it was terrible.
No soul.
Right? So I'm like, my sole's coming off, right? And she's like, oh shit, what are you gonna do about that, right? I'm like, nothing. I'm gonna hold it. I was like, that tightening of the ass, that's how I was walking. Yes, make sure the sole didn't fall off, right? So I'm dealing with that. Now it's pouring, and I'm like, Cece, you gotta fucking put the poncho on, you know?
Yeah.
She's like, I don't want the poncho. I'm like, we have one poncho, put the poncho on. So we had a 15-minute argument about the poncho where we weren't talking for the next 15 minutes. We were angry at each other for one poncho, and I'm just trying to take care of it. I'm like, you know something? I'm done trying to take care of it.
Yeah, you're not.
No, I'm done.
You were very.
I'm always trying to take care of my girl.
I know.
See, and most women would appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you've been part of it
But
multiple times.
You're a little intense.
I appreciate that. I respect that, and you know I am.
Yeah.
But it's take care of my girl,
Yeah.
right? Put the
When
poncho
she's
on.
like she's breathing, you're like, hey, you okay?
Yeah, dude. Is that what men are supposed to do?
No, they're not.
I'm a Nazi. I need help.
You do.
Because I'm like, I don't want you wet. And then we're fighting about the poncho, right?
Most guys like that.
Yeah. Right.
Oh.
So the show starts. So at 1 o'clock in the morning, it rained the entire time.
Yeah.
But I tell you, Jelly Roll killed it.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Post Malone guy.
Yeah.
I don't dislike him,
Yeah.
but I don't know his shit. They went absolutely batshit crazy for this guy.
Yeah, he's very he can sing a lot of different genres.
Yeah.
I mean, he's really
And his
good
teeth
country and
covered in gold.
yeah, he's got tattoos.
No, like his teeth. Like he's got grills. I don't even know how he sings with those grills. So then, and he does this thing, you know, thing, and
Rides the bike.
Oh, you know that?
I don't know.
Oh, that's what he does. He calls it ride, and he takes off his shirt, and they're going absolute batshit crazy for the guy. Absolute batshit.
I heard they
crazy.
said they love each other like 18,000
Oh my God,
times.
did they? I thought they
No,
were
you
gonna.
hang up. No, you hang
No,
up.
I thought for sure they were gonna be like you and Sherpa a couple weeks ago, where you're fucking trying to be allies and shit. And hey guys, what are you doing over there? I don't know, but I love Dees. you know. So that's exactly what they did.
Yeah.
Like Jelly Roll came out and said, he's the best motherfucker ever, and he's like, I love you, and then he's like, no, I love you.
One more time.
Yeah, it was fucking. But it was. I tell you, they put on a hell of a show.
Yeah.
It just rained and rained and rained, and I felt bad. I felt bad for our pregnant family.
Yeah.
Because holy shit! I mean, we're talking. She's a good 4 months, 5 months. She's pregnant, and she's hanging in there. Yeah. I get up. She's got allergies. Her eyes are running. It's, everything's falling apart on this woman, except the baby's great, right? And the baby's just sucking the life out of her, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, you. And there's the guy who we love. Hey, Ron, what's up? He's just living the life and shit, And they did that at the gender reveal.
Yeah.
I saw the girl that we went to. Me and this guy went to a KKK rally one time. We didn't even know we were entering a KKK rally. We're seeing Aaron Lewis from Stained, bro.
Yes.
It was intense, to say the least.
So ridiculous.
All right. So people are listening. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Rewind.
Rewind.
All right. Aaron Lewis.
What happened?
What the fuck? So Aaron Lewis. Right, you know who Aaron Lewis is.
Yeah, but KKK rally, start there.
That's
what he's saying.
That's what I'm saying. I explained it.
Everybody there in the audience is so intense.
Everybody.
I mean, the guy behind us was like, "Fuck you."
We went to see, correct.
The Stain concert was a KKK rally.
Correct. It wasn't Stain's concert.
Yeah,
it was the lead singer of Stained. Yeah. His name is Aaron Lewis, and he's I love
phenomenal
his
singer.
I love his patriotism.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But everybody in the audience,
oh man,
God, they were fuck Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Fuck Will. You get out of here. You N-words. It was terrible, bro. It was
terrible.
It was unbelievable. So me and Dees unfortunately didn't realize not to get annihilated before we got there.
Yeah. Shit house.
Nobody gave us the memo. We're at the Peabody, bro. Okay, the Peabody
Auditorium.
Is that what it's called? The Peabody?
Daytona?
Yeah.
It's like a little theater.
Yeah, it was a little theater. Yeah. And everybody was trying to breathe it down our necks.
Yeah, right up on us.
Am I lying, Dees?
Right up on us.
God damn.
Did your souls stay on that night? Could you run?
We were hammered. Me and the
I don't
big
think we
guy
could have ran it at all.
No,
we were hammers.
There were no African American, right?
Yeah.
There were no.
There might have been a couple, but it was so the concert's so good, but it's so intense. It's
it was intense, dude. And it was just they were just mad. Everybody was so mad.
So angry.
And Aaron Lewis was so mad. He wasn't helping the fucking cause. He's like, let me sing this song about how you can tell your governor to go fuck himself while you're shitting down his throat after you cut his head off. Right?
Really?
Oh, dude, it was insane. It was insane.
It was like,
come take my
and everybody in the round are like,
yeah. So and him and I again waxed. We're fucking waxed, right? And we just kept looking over our shoulder like, if this motherfucker gets up, we're going. Like, somebody getting hurt. Like, we're going to swing with everything we got. Because I wasn't letting Joe Biden hating fucking guy. I don't give a shit about Biden. And we all know I don't give a shit about Trump. But at the end of the day, I wasn't getting caught up in his anger for his political views, because
so
at that point, I barely knew who Kamala. I didn't even know who she fucking was. Mm-hmm. And this guy is like, right? And I could feel the heat and the spittle from his voice.
Oh, yeah.
And that was only the one guy behind us. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
And everybody else was joining in.
Oh my God, it was intense.
It just takes away.
Yeah, we've gone through some shit, guys. Yeah. We've gone through some shit, and that's not an inside joke. We end up at places that again, one day, him and I are walking through this park, and we just decide we're going to get rope. We're going to rope to haul something, and we tell these two children to stay at the pool. Right, we'll be right from me to you. We're 20 yards from where we dropped these children off, and there were 1,000 children there. I didn't see any parents except 1,000 children in a fenced-in pool. We came back. There were helicopters. They got the campground fucking owner on the phone, and they're like this. Oh, we found the parents. We found the parents. Here they are. And they were spotlighting us because we left our children for 5
The entire
fucking
place
minutes,
shut down.
Shut down.
Amber alerts.
We're not kidding, bro. From me to you, I was getting a rope. I just needed a rope. We didn't even a rope. It was an extension cord.
It was for
because we
camper.
didn't have we didn't have the right proper to plug the fucking camper in.
I never felt so judged in my life.
Oh my God! Everybody. There they are. And the 2 girls were dude, you'd have thought that one of them lost a limb. They were fucking hysterical crying.
They sold you out.
Yeah.
You're just like, shut the fuck up.
Meanwhile,
Oh, my God.
as we're walking to get the fucking thing, the rope or whatever the fuck we're getting, we see these kids in diapers and fucking four-wheelers and fucking motorbikes.
He is not lying.
Our kids are like fucking
Diapers.
9, 10.
Remember that? Diapers. Rolling up on a little big wheel. A diaper child. 2, what are you, 3?
Yeah,
2?
yeah.
Rolling up on right
Yeah.
past our camp.
No
Nobody in
parent
sight.
around. No parent around.
We drop off R2 that they can see me go in the store. And they fucking broke down. So we come back. We start walking back and we're like, all right, girls. You're okay. Everything's good. So we kind of walked the long way. So we, because now we know what's gonna happen. Now, Stax is, and I'm not saying this any worse or different than the parents, but Stax and I have older kids. Dees has older kids. Cece's a new pet. She had older kids that were 9 and 8. She never saw them by themselves, right? So Stax was still mad at us. Okay, she was mad because they were crying, but Cece was fucking livid. And I'm not trying to take away from Stax because I know this is about, better parenting and not parenting. That's not what it's about. It's about that Cece was fucking livid.
That was
livid.
That was the same.
Stax was like, you two are idiots.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing? And she was mad at us. She climbed on us.
Oh, yeah.
But you'd have thought that I had to save my child from a kidnapping.
100%.
Because Cece was fucking like.
Meanwhile, we were going to get something that we direly needed to
and
get.
we took the kids.
Yeah.
We even said, we'll take the kids.
It was
We said, hey, we'll give you 10 minutes. We'll take the children. And we put them at the pool.
It sounds very similar to all your shit getting robbed out of your car in Las Vegas.
Well, no. You want to hear something funnier? So the same place, like AC gets lost, like with direction wise. He there could be something like 20 feet away, and in his mind, it's like way in the back through a maze, through a fucking, So we have this awning that has lights on it. And we get in there and he's like, I'm going to go take a shower. And the guy's like a germaphobe. He can't touch anything, he's whatever. So he's like, I'm going to go and I'll be back. So I shut the light off on the awning because it's the only blue light you can see. Yeah. This dude comes in like he left at 7 at night.
No, it was
comes
dark.
back at like 3 in the morning.
No, it was 9. It was 9.
Naked.
Yeah. Yeah, you ain't lying. It was 9. It was fucking late. It was dark in Utah. Now, you have to understand this, though. The bathroom was from here. Here's our RV, where I'm at my desk, and where you were in the next room is where the bathroom was.
That's how close it was.
And I said, and I came out the thing, right? And I'm sorry. AC's a Brooklyn kid, a Long Island kid, a city kid, right? Chicago, my whole life. I'm sorry. Every fucking RV looks the same. Every RV looks the same. I had a towel on, okay, with a bag of shampoo and shit. And I walked around this campsite for 2 hours. No idea where I was.
Naked.
I literally was naked. I ended up in a field and I was cursing. There was a pickup truck that all of a sudden appeared.
Trying to take him.
And he has lights on, right? And I'm like, this is the way I'm going to die. I'm going to die bare ass buck naked in this fucking field in Utah, right? Because I ended up, now, mind you, I'm at an RV camp, a lot of RVs. I walked so far, I ended up there was nothing around.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I was in a field with a couple of picnic tables, and the RVs were another fucking 50 yards behind me. I'm like, we weren't this far away.
It's a humongous RV park.
Yeah.
Humongous RV park.
I was so livid. I walked in that door. I found them. I didn't even know how I found them. I got back and found them. We're talking 2 to 3 hours later, right? I fucking cursed this cocksucker out. Like, there was no reason to shut the fucking awning, bring it in, shut the lights off. Like, he camouflaged the he camouflaged the fucking RV so I couldn't see it. He's like, I didn't know. What do you mean you didn't know, bro? We just got there. I literally was starting to shed shit. I was like leaving underwear. I was carrying this bag around, and the bag ripped, and shit was falling out of it.
Meanwhile, the next morning we get out there and we're just staring at the bathroom that was at 20 feet away.
Yeah, I was at best 10 yards away.
Yeah, we've been through some shit for sure.
We've been through some shit.
Yeah.
So the Jelly Roll was fucking that it was a good concert. I'll tell you one thing about that Camping World. Fucking dude, you got to get better at getting people out of there. We sat on one block called Orange Avenue or some shit like that, right? For an hour. Where it didn't move at all, and we were less than a quarter of a mile away from 4. It was unbelievable.
Well, yeah, Orlando traffic is terrible.
It was unbelievable.
It's
like
terrible.
we parked like from here, probably about 50 yards from the stadium, So we parked in one of those, $30 spots because I tried to get as close as I could. So I get to the 30-yard spot, pay these people to let us park in their furniture factory. We start walking up the block. On the way back, my shoe was hanging on by a thread, bro.
Jeez.
The shoe, the fucking sole was hanging on by
worst.
a thread. I was literally Googling while I was there, Fernando's shoe shop in Chicago, because I was going to start sending all my shit back to my guy in Chicago. He polishes it, he fixes it, he does all that. And then I found somebody.
How much does he cost?
$30.
$30, you'll get a new sole in your shoe.
Yeah, new sole.
Really?
Just go buy new shoes.
Yeah, well,
I got a
that's everybody.
pack of shoes I can send to him, bro.
But you don't need to. I found the place. It's called Gills, right by your job, bro.
Whoa, bro. Right by UPS?
Yeah, UPS.
Dude, what?
Your job. I can't say
Is that close?
You have a job,
no,
bro.
I was just to know it's that close. That's crazy.
Right there, bro. Right there. And I dropped it off there. And it cost me $37. New soles, shined up. Wait, I should bring them in. Yeah. And I took we have one of my son's friends is staying with us because he went down to do the bug spray. Did I tell you he came back?
The bug spray?
He was doing
What's
the
that?
Echo Shield bug spray with that multi-level marketing bullshit. He was out there for 4 weeks. They were making this poor guy walk around in Miami heat at 100 degrees with a pack of crackers and a bottle of water for 8 hours a day.
Oh, to get like the service for your house?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Door to door, dude. And they screwed him. Like they kept saying, people don't use Echo Shield. So what happened was he finally gave in. He fucking raised a red flag and he came back. So I took him to the barbershop that was right there. And all the girls were like, I'm so thirsty for you. To be 24 again, bro.
I'm so thirsty for
I got
you.
a question for you, though, about
Thirsty.
that door-to-door sales. This guy from MetroNet. You've seen all the construction they've been doing on our roadways.
Yeah.
So it's MetroNet.
I think he bought it.
I got it.
Did the guy come to your door?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you buy it off the guy at your door?
Stacks did.
Bought it off the guy off your door?
Stacks did.
All right, what happened?
So listen, he comes to my door, and I was close, dude. I was giving the kid tractor rides on the lawnmower. He's
I already
at
had
that
it in.
age, so he's like, he wants that, and then I hear the dogs going crazy, and daughter pops out. She's like, somebody's outside. So I go walking up with the kid, and dude walks up. He's like, hey, I got this deal. I'm like, good. Fuck Spectrum. I wanted to get rid of them for a while anyway. She's like, a gigabyte of speed, cheaper,
Yeah,
$10 cheaper. I'm like, all right, yeah, sign me up. And then he's like, it'll take about 5 minutes. I'm like, nah, dude, the kid's getting bit up. I'll call you. He's like, make sure to call me. That's how I get paid. I started doing this off somebody coming to my door, and I'm like, okay. So I go online, and it's $10 cheaper than what he was quoting. But I told him I would call him, so I got this
Right.
ethical
Don't call him.
dilemma.
Yeah, but it's still cheaper than
He's
what you're
lying to
paying.
you.
He's making $10 a month. Going door to door, which is smart. They just got done that
Yeah,
day.
but we got
smart,
it.
So
You got it?
It's got 5 gigs.
You're paying Daniel $10 a month for 3 years.
Yeah. Old Daniel.
How much is it? It's $10 a month?
No. I'm saying that's when she's making off
No,
the top.
it's a
Door-to-door
lot
sales.
cheaper than Spectrum.
It's 70 and it's a gigabyte upload speed or a
No,
gigabyte of download
5
speed.
gigs.
So are you happy with it?
Yeah, it's a lot faster than what we had. But we just got it. We literally just got
Yeah,
it.
Spectrum's
I
got
was
you by the
wondering if you.
nutsack.
So
It's
I go out.
fiber, it's fiber.
Is it?
That's what they're laying
Yeah.
was the fiber line.
Yeah.
It's sick to have an option.
We have it over there. They still have to dig it.
So I go outside the other day, and there's this fucking raging hole in Dees next to his mailbox, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, she didn't get sold on that.
She did.
Stacks has been-
Instantly.
Stacks. If you wanna make money, just go to Stacks' door.
Yeah.
She got sold on bug spray one day. She got sold on the bug spray guy.
If
She got
if
sold
I
on
answer
it.
the door, you're not going to get anywhere.
You're not getting anywhere.
Stacks is going to make the decision.
That's funny.
100%.
I go outside and I see this gaping hole in Dees' property. I'm like, he got to the door. He came to my door and I'm like, I have my headset on, because everybody knows I'm on the phone all day. Right?
That was was that the guy that you came out and he was sitting out there just sitting?
Yeah.
This is a different guy.
No, you had a big black guy.
You're right.
That's who was sitting out there.
There was another guy that came to my door and then he ended up he stood there. I was watching him. I wasn't going to answer the door.
No, I know who that was. That guy was a solar guy.
Okay, he stood there.
Yeah.
Like after he knocked on my door
Yeah.
for like an hour.
I always tell them every time they knock on my door, I tell them not to go to your. You don't even appreciate that.
No, I don't.
No, you don't. That's why we have problems.
But I watched him at your house, and
Yeah.
then
I tell him don't go to your house.
I watched him knock on your door, or whatever, and then I was like, that guy's gonna stand there too, and he's literally leaned up against your wall,
and
sat out there forever.
Yeah. That was a kid though.
That was a kid.
Yeah, he was a kid. And I came out and I'm like, hey, I was like, because I was on the phone. I'm like, hey, man, I can't do this right now. Because we get solar all the time around here. It's amazing how many solar guys. But our guy, he's going to come in. We're going to have him come in and say hello on one of the shows. His name's Matt. So he says he's out there and he's doing solar in Texas. Could you imagine doing solar in Texas during the summer?
Probably a good business.
Yeah, but he's fucking dying.
There.
Yeah, he was dying. And then, so he goes down to Miami. He's from Arizona, so he goes to Miami. Dude, this was, I thought he was being trafficked. I did. I was like, bro, you're going to get diddled, bro. He had to stay in a room with three guys, okay? They were giving him $500 a month, $500 a month as a draw, meaning if he sold anything, they were going to take that money back first, right? Then they were selling him how these guys were doing $50,000 a week in bug spray. That's bullshit, dude. They are not fucking selling $50,000 in bug spray. It's not happening, right? Who's taking bug spray for $2,500 a year?
But they always, those businesses always start off so strong, and then
but this one's garbage. Look it up. Echo Shield. You're fucking scumbags. Echo Shield. Oh, so I'm not supposed to do that, but I am. Right? I am. Them and Harvey. They probably live by Harvey Schoenberg, right? He's there. He's giving everything he's got, and he's just sad. He's like, I'm not doing too good. I'm like, bro, call it a day, man.
Yeah.
They're scamming you. Let it go.
So he never got nothing.
He did. He had 10 sales. 10 sales. And then.
But if he went out every day and didn't do anything.
He was doing it every day.
They didn't pay him anything.
Did you tell him about the gerbils and OnlyFans?
I would do it. Dude, if you think you're fucking kidding, I would shove a gerbil up your ass.
No.
And I would. If we could do a man's. No, I don't want to have to go down on a guy. But if somebody said $100 million, dude, I would suck you like a. I'd be like this. I'd be like with the briefcase. I'd be like this. Can I have the briefcase in front of me? And if they said yes, you'd be like this.
Shit.
And there's our top earning reel for the week, and we're
there
gonna
it
call
is.
it
You
right
guys
there.
not-
There we go.
Are
It's
you
a great
saying
place
for
to end.
$100 million? $100 million. You wouldn't diddle enough.
No.
Wow.
I mean,
I would think long.
yeah.
I would.
We've
think-
had those conversations.
Yeah, it's true. I wouldn't think too hard about it.
Yeah, I know you wouldn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't think too hard about it. I don't know about getting hammered. That'd be. I'd probably.
It wouldn't be a hard decision for you.
And then she'd be like, you're such a pig. $100 million, dude. You know what you could do with $100? I don't think any of you realize what $100 million.
Get a handkerchief to wipe your mouth.
Yeah, $100 million, dude. You wouldn't have to see anybody ever again. You wouldn't see anybody. You'd have a villa.
You shouldn't.
Yeah.
You shouldn't see anybody.
You would have a villa in every country that you wanted one.
Yeah.
And still not spend $50 million of it. He got us at 47.
Dude, what a show! And this is how we go out.
I love when he's put me out on the thing on the
deep throating dicks.
Yeah.
Deep throating dicks.
All right, what do you got to say, bro?
Like, comment, and subscribe. We love you guys. We missed a couple shows for a couple weeks, but we're back in. Leave a review, baby. Grab a brew. Cheers.
Look, if we do multiple shows on it, remember, I'm not changing my shirt. All right, replay the music. This guy over here.
It's got to end first.
All right, yeah. So we're gonna try a different format this week. We're gonna try some new stuff, and we're looking forward to it. We appreciate all the real views. You guys are killing it on the real views, YouTube and TikTok and all that stuff. I don't really see the Facebook and stuff. I mean, it always says you got 40 views, but that don't mean shit.
It's all set up weird. I don't know.
Yeah, and that's a good show. Once again, we appreciate you, and I say AC out. Complete Nonsense Podcast is brought to you today by Anglo-American Optical, a 100-year-old manufacturer of high-end English eyewear, produced in the UK, distributed everywhere. Check them out for all your eyewear needs. Anglo American Optical, Ltd.com. Also, What Do I Care Optical, an online eyeglass retailer specializing in Maui Jim, Ray-Ban, Anglo American Optical, and many other brands. They offer the best lenses on the market. Check them out at whatdoicareoptical.com. And lastly, Blue Savage Tea, an up-and-coming apparel company that specializes in custom designs of high-quality clothing and apparel. If you can design it, you can imagine it, they can make it. Check them out, Blue Savage Tea, on Facebook, or email them any of your apparel needs. Blue Savage Tea, that's BLU Savage Tea @gmail.com.